Come and sit in your comfortable positions. We will be today talking about and working on balancing the fifth chakra. It's the throat chakra located at the base of your throat. And in Sanskrit, it's called Vishuddha Chakra. Okay. So Vishuddha Chakra is picturized as a bright blue energy with about 16 petals. It stands for communication at all levels, self-communication, communication for the outer world. And basically, if you see how we've been working right from the Muladhara chakra up to the fifth chakra, the Vishuddha chakra, we've kind of been going towards higher and higher development, higher and higher ability for self-awareness, self-perception, for relationships, emotional balance. So we're kind of going upward in that way. Then the Vishuddha Chakra pertains to the thyroid gland, and thyroid gland is extremely important at a cellular level in all sorts of metabolism in the body. So it's a very important gland to keep healthy. The element for the fifth chakra is air. Not air, space. And space is something you can't see, but it's there, right? And just as the fifth chakra kind of stands for communication, subtle communication. There's subtle communication happening through space. For example, when we communicate on our mobile phones, so we are developing ability for becoming aware of subtle energies, right? Higher and higher awareness. So that's the throat chakra, right? So now let's come to your comfortable seated position in Sukhasana. Bring the tailbone towards the ground. Bring the crown of your head towards the sky. Allow your shoulders to move away from your ears. Bring your hands to rest wherever they may, gently on your lap. Allow the knees to move towards the ground as well. Keeping slight engagement of the core and lengthening your spine. Close your eyes or keep them partially closed and begin to notice your breath. As you breathe in through your nostrils, bringing fresh energy, sunlight into your body. And as you exhale through your nostrils, take out all the old and stale air. Inhale fresh air and energy. Exhaling all the stale old air out. Nothing to do. Nowhere to go. Just be here. And as you notice your breath, begin to deepen your breath. Inhaling much more deeply and exhaling all the air out. At your own pace, inhale and exhale. And as you deepen your breath, begin to do Dirgha Pranayama or 3-part breath, filling in the lower abdomen, the chest, up to the throat with fresh air and exhaling. Throat, chest, squeezing the lower abdomen at the end just a little bit to get it all out. Inhaling fresh energy, fresh oxygen, filling up all parts of your lungs and exhaling it all out, all the old air out by squeezing your lower abdomen at the end. Keep doing Dirgha Pranayama at your own pace. Keeping your focus inward, eyes closed, keeping the length of the spine. And after your last exhale, come to normal breath and open your eyes. And we're going to do 2 different breaths today that will stimulate, enhance the throat area. So the first one we're going to do is Ujjayi breath. And if you all remember, as you do Ujjayi breath, you breathe through your throat, right? Breathing into your nose, but you allow the throat to feel your breath as you bring it in and you bring it out, right? So Ujjayi breath, inhaling to the count of 4, exhaling to the count of 4. And if you find that your exhales are a little bit longer, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, that is fine as well. But please do Ujjayi breath 3 repetitions at your own pace. Inhaling and feeling that air moving through the back of your throat. Right? Go ahead and do it. Keeping your focus inward on the breath, eyes closed if possible. Inhaling in. Exhaling, hearing the sound of the air passing in and out of your throat. Keeping that throat partly closed as you inhale and exhale. Ujjayi breath. A very calming breath, a very calming chakra. Blue color stands for calmness, serenity. When you're done with your last exhale, open your eyes and come to normal. So I'm going to teach you a new breath today, which we haven't done as yet, and it's called brown reed breath or bumblebee breath. So in this breath, I'm going to come a little bit closer so you can actually see what I'm doing, right? So what you're going to do is as you breathe in with your nostrils, you're going to pretend you're snoring, making a noise in your throat, right? Something like that, right? Snoring in, okay? And as you breathe out, you're going to make a very high-pitched sound that vibrates, kind of high-pitched sound that really makes this area vibrate, right? So let me do one for you. You can only hear me. Nobody else can hear you, so don't worry how you sound, okay? So that is when you exhale. Okay, so inhaling, pretend you're snoring as you inhale through your throat. As you exhale, really make a high-pitched sound, feeling the vibration in your throat. Okay, here, let me show it to you one more time. All right, so try it out at your own pace. We're going to be doing 5 Brahmi breaths. If you have any questions, let me know. But try it out. I will be sending you a little video on more information on the Brahmi breath. So if you have any questions, feel free to call or text. Okay? But let's do that. I'm just going to stay here so I can see that you guys are breathing in and out. Eyes closed. Try it out.
Very nice. With your last exhale, open your eyes, come back to normal breathing. Good job, Gargi. That's nice.
You've learned it before. No, first time. Very good. All right, let's begin our warm-ups. I do want you guys to make sure that you have your extra towel roll or blanket with you because we're going to use it during our warm-up. So if you don't have it near you, you have your blanket, right? Yeah. We're going to use it during our warm-ups. All right, so keeping a nice straight spine, hands to your side. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, arms to the floor, chin to chest. Inhale up, looking up, stretching towards the sky. Exhale, keep the length of the spine, chin to chest. One more time, inhale up. And exhale, hands down, chin to chest. Inhale the head up to the center. Exhale here. Now inhale the left hand up. Exhale to the right. Inhale the left. Right. Exhale to the left. Inhale deeply. Exhale to the right. So bend a little further. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale to the left. One last time. Inhale up, stretching up. Exhale up, really bend. Inhale up with the right hand. Exhale, really bend. Inhale up to center, bring the right hand back to the floor. Exhale here. Now inhale both hands up and exhale as you turn to the left, right hand on left knee, left hand behind you into a twist. Inhale both hands up to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up one more time. Exhale left. Twisting a little further if you can. Inhale up to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the mat in front of you. And taking a deep inhale and leading with your chest, walk your hands forward as far as they can go as you exhale. And then when you've reached as far as you can go, you can round your back and hang your head. Breathing in and out, fill the back of your body with oxygen. Beautiful. Very nice. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, walk your hands back up to center. Beautiful. Now we're going to do some neck rolls, but I'd like to do neck rolls with the help of your blanket or towel. So I would like you to observe me first, okay, and then you can do them. We'll go over them. So the way I want you to do is I want you to roll up your towel to whatever level you find comfortable and put it over your back like this. So you don't want it too bulky that you can't look back, you can't look up at all, right? But you want it so your neck is always protected and it doesn't go too far. And you have kind of a relaxed neck extension. All right, so with your, if you need it, you can put your towel here. And as you inhale, look up to the sky as far as it will go. Allow your head to rest on that, right? Rest on that rope. It could be a blanket, a towel, whatever you would like, right? So that's the back, right? And then we're going to do, I'm just going to show you the side. So you just shift it to the side. And we're going to bring the ear to the shoulder. So that'll be our side, right? Side bend, right? And remember, if you have any cervical issues and you're not supposed to do forward bend of your chin, don't do them. So usually for forward bend, you don't need a support. So we don't usually use it. But if you feel like, you know, your neck is hurting or something, you don't keep it on your throat, you keep it on the collarbones. And then you just bring your chin to chest as far as it will go. All right, so that's how we're going to do that. So let's go back and let's do our assisted neck rolls, right? Your flexibility with this will actually increase because you will not be scared of what might happen to your neck. So let's get it back behind you, right? And when you're ready, as you inhale, raise the chin up, look up to the sky. Don't bend back. You're only moving your head. Stay here for a moment and now come back to center. We're going to do 2 more repetitions of this, right? So keeping your length of your spine nice and long. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you come back to center. Very nice. One last time. Inhale. As you look up, let your head rest there for a moment. And exhale as you come back to center. Beautiful. Stay here for a moment. And now let's bring your blanket to the left. Adjust it so that you do have space for your neck to turn. And really, you know, we rarely do this action, right? We rarely do this action. So be very mindful. So keeping your left hand ready. Do not bring your left shoulder up. Allow your left shoulder to stay where it is. Bring your left ear towards the left shoulder. Right hand on the right side on the mat, allowing your right shoulder to move away from the ear. As you bend, if you can, put your left hand gently on the right side of your head. See if you can increase that a little bit, right? It should be very gentle movements with no discomfort. Just a little neck stretch. Beautiful. Stay here for another breath. Fill that right side of your neck with each breath that you take, allowing it to elongate. After your next exhale, inhale and bring the neck up to the center and just relax a little bit, wiggle it out if you need to. It could be very intense for some people. So let's bring that to the right side. Right? Bring the blanket or towel to the right side. And now doing the same thing, lengthen spine, left hand on the floor, left shoulder moving away from the ear. Bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Right hand rests on the head there, allowing that side, sternocleidomastoid muscle and other muscles, stretching nicely. Inhaling your breath into that left side, allowing it to relax and bend. One more breath. Inhale, exhale. And with your next inhale, bring that head upright. Now, if you need this in the front, well and good. If you don't have to hold it, but otherwise you can just hold it up with both hands on your chest like this. And you can bring your chin to your chest. So just keeping the spine long, moving only your head, moving only your chin all the way to your chest, feeling the back of the neck lengthening, releasing the back. How's that going? Good. Excellent. Okay. With your next inhale, bring the head back upright. Come back to the upright position. Put the towel or blanket away. And now let's begin our tabletop warm-ups. So let's get up, come into table. And having your wrists right under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, come into a table position. And we'll do cat-cow. So as you inhale, look up, tailbone up, and drop the belly button towards the mat. As you exhale, lift the belly button up, peek through your knees, chin to chest. Inhale up. Exhale, lift the belly button up towards the ceiling. Pressing both feet into the mat as you inhale, tailbone up, dropping that belly button to the mat. And exhale as you lift up. And then inhale and come back to center. Right. Now let's do engaging your core. We're going to lift the right leg up to the back, left arm to the front, balancing, using your core. And now bring knee to elbow and straighten, keeping your balance, knee to elbow and straighten, knee to elbow and straighten. Bring your hand back to the mat and take your right foot across to the left side of the mat. Toes down, heels up as you turn over your left shoulder and look at your left heel. It's getting kind of dark in here, so feel that stretch with on the side of your body, right? Feel the stretch. Beautiful. And now bring that knee back to the table on all fours. And let's repeat on the other side. Left leg stretch back, right hand stretch forward. Engage your core, knee to elbow and straighten. Knee to elbow and straighten. Knee to elbow and straighten. Beautiful. Right hand comes back on the mat. Left foot crosses across to the right. Toes down, heel up. Turn your body to look all the way at that left foot. Feel that stretch, left side of your body. One more inhale, exhale, and bring that knee back into table. Beautiful. Now we're going to do the twist and thread the needle. So lifting your left hand up and twisting your upper body to the left, looking at the ceiling. Thread the needle towards the right, looking up at the ceiling if you can over here on this side, really turning your neck towards the right. Inhale as you twist to the left, looking up. Exhale as you thread the needle under, looking, turning your head to look up at the ceiling on that side. Beautiful. One more time. Lift up to the left, thread the needle to the right, really looking up at the ceiling, and then come back to table. Very nice. Let's repeat that on the other side. Lifting the right hand up, twisting to the right, looking up at the ceiling, turning under, looking up at the ceiling this way. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, thread the needle to the left. Inhale, twist to the right. Exhale, thread the needle to the left. And then come back up to tabletop. And now let's elongate the table. increase the distance between your knees and hands to a comfortable distance. Pressing the backs of your feet into the mat. Begin to do body circles any side you want to. Small body circles. Just really warming up. Nice. Body circles getting larger and larger. As you almost come into child's pose and up dog in the process. One more. Next time your hips are on your heels, stop there for a moment. And then reverse your body circles. Large body circles in the other direction. Beautiful. All right, and then begin to make your body circles smaller and smaller until you come to a standstill. And keeping that lengthened table, engage your core and bring your hips to your heels, balasana, child's pose. And then move those hips forward as you come into up dog. Beautiful. Hips to heels, balasana. Curl the toes under here, getting ready for your down dog, and lift up to the sky, down dog. Walk your dog here, bending one knee at a time, bending one knee at a time, really stretching out those calf muscles, ankle muscles, hamstrings. And then drop your knees, move the hips forward into up dog. All right, beautiful. Stay here for a moment. Back into balasana. Curl the toes under, lift up into down dog. Push your body towards the back of the wall. Towards the back. Move your hips forward, drop the knees, up dog. And one more time, balasana. Lift up into down dog. Stay here for a moment as you really feel the stretch in the back of your lower body. And now walk your feet to the front of the mat, hanging here with your knees slightly bent, Uttanasana. And then with your next inhale, come on all the way up, hands up to the ceiling, Anjali Mudra. And then exhale to bring the hands in front of your heart in Anjali. Beautiful. All right, so getting ready for our warrior ones and twos and all that good stuff. Okay, so come to the front of your mat. Right, you stay in the front. You want to bring it ahead of you? Yeah. Hands in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to the ceiling and fold forward, Uttanasana. Over here, you can keep your knees bent a little bit, but see if you can bring the crown of your head towards the mat. As you just let that head hang, let the shoulders hang, just bring that crown of the head towards the mat. Knees can be slightly bent or straight, whatever's good for you. Now engage your core. Inhale as you rise all the way up. And exhale, hands in front of your heart. Keeping the hands in front of your heart, bend your knees and step back with the left foot for warrior one. So inhale up, hands up, bend the knees, warrior one. Exhale, straight. Inhale up, bend the knees, warrior one. Exhale, straighten. One more time. Inhale, bend the knees. Stay here in warrior one for a moment. Now bring your hands behind. So I'm gonna come this way and clasp your hands best you can. or you can keep them on the sacrum or class in warrior one. As you move, bring your hands further away to your body as you do a back bend. See if you can look up at the ceiling. Very, very mindfully, very nice. Front leg is in warrior one, beautiful. And then very mindfully come back to center. Come back to center, straighten that front knee, turn the chest towards the front knee, keeping those hands behind. Move with your chest leading into Parshvottanasana. Let those hands reach up towards the ceiling or wherever they'll go. Both knees straight. Very nice, beautiful. Stay there for a moment. And as you inhale, come back up. Warrior one. Hands up in the air, warrior one. Now here you can bring your hands to your hips or keep them up as you step up, right? And take it, so hands on the hips to go to warrior three, or hands up here, whatever suits you better. Take your weight on the right side. Keep the left foot on the toes. Pretend that your heel to the back of your head is a seesaw. As you lift that back leg and bend forward, this ankle is bad, so I'm gonna need a little support here. As you lift up like a seesaw, allowing that left ankle to lead you. And while you're here, your gaze should be at the floor and your neck should be completely in the center. All sides of your neck muscles working as you stay here. And then reach back into warrior one. Good job, guys. Warrior one here. Inhale and step that left foot up to meet the right in front. Come into Tadasana. Beautiful. Shake it out if you need to. Doing the same thing on the other side. Inhale here. Exhale as you bring your hands up, swan dive down, and then inhale all the way up again, hands in front of your heart, opening up, knees bent, opening up into warrior two on the left. In warrior two, feel your left arm really reaching back, right arm really reaching forward. So as you let your knee veer away from the center, you use both the hip muscles to open up your groin and you're facing the left. Turn your neck and look back at the back. Backhand. Turn your neck, look forward to the front. So warrior two, when you look back, represents the past. Look forward represents the future. And your body is firmly in the present. Beautiful. Now, peaceful warrior, left hand on the back thigh, turn the right palm over, bring that right hand to the ceiling. See if you can take it back a little bit more as you look up at the ceiling, reaching with your whole body, moving out of your hips as you stretch back, looking up at the ceiling. Beautiful. And now come back into warrior two and bring your block in front of your foot, your right foot. Place it there. We're going to do Parshvottanasana. As your block, as you bring your right hand onto the block, raise your left hand up and feel where your neck is. Is it dipping down? Is it like up? See if it can be in alignment with your spine and your hands in alignment with each other. Keeping it there, turn your head to look up at the ceiling and then look down at the floor. Using your core, look up at the ceiling, look down at the floor. Notice how your neck movements are getting better and easier. One more time. Look up at the ceiling. So you don't want your hand to go that far back, okay? And look down at the floor. Beautiful. Come back up into warrior two. Keeping that block there if you need it for triangle. Straighten that front knee. Push the left hip back. Reaching with your right hand. Bend sideways. Bend forward sideways into triangle. Again, notice where your neck head is. Is it falling? Is it too high up? Can it be in alignment with your spine? And again, looking up at the ceiling, looking down at the floor, improving those neck movements. Up at the ceiling, down at the floor, make sure your knees are hypoextended. Yeah, right there. Try to keep it right there. Yeah. Up at the ceiling, down at the floor. And now bring your left hand to meet your right hand, wherever it might be. And bring that right hand onto your sacrum as you turn your body and look to wherever you can. Can you look at the ceiling? Can you look at the other side of the wall? So you're doing a twist. Your left hand comes to your right and you move your body towards the right hand as your right hand comes on the sacrum. Right? A twist in triangle. Very nice. Beautiful job, guys. And now bring your right hand back down. Raise your left hand up and mindfully come back up into warrior two. From warrior two, mindfully turn and come into Tadasana. And shake it out. Beautiful, very nice. So keep that block handy for us to do it on the other side. So hands in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Inhale here, exhale, hands down. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Let your crown of your head reach towards the mat. Inhale up again. And exhale, hands to your heart. Bend your knees deeply. Open up into warrior two on the other side. So your body is turning to the right. Warrior two on the other side. Knee, front knee over the ankle, not going past. Turn your head. Keep your head in the center. Turn it on the center axis. Look back, reaching your right hand back into the past. Move your head forward. Look over your middle finger, front hand. Move your neck all the way, looking forward into the future. One more time. Look back. Stretching the hands away from each other, keeping that knee moving outward. Look front. One more time. Back. And forward. Now bring that right hand to the back of the right leg. Turn the left palm over. Rising out of your hips. Raise that left hand towards the ceiling as you arch back. See if you can look up at the ceiling. Yes, beautiful, very nice. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. One more breath here. Come back to warrior two. Keeping that block in front of your left foot. Put the left hand on there. And bring the right hand to point to the ceiling. Right? Parshvakonasana. Left knee is bent, your front knee is bent, your arm is in front of the knee, so the knee is behind the arm. And keep your head in the center. See if it's aligned with your spine, not dropping like that, right? Aligned with your spine. And keeping it in the center, look up at the ceiling and look down at the mat. Look up at the ceiling and down at the mat. One more time. Look up at the ceiling. Feeling your neck movements becoming a little bit easier. And down And now straighten that front knee as you come back up, preparing for triangle. Push the left hip back, leading with your left hand. Hand to wherever it goes for triangle, keeping that head aligned with your spine in the center, neither falling down or up, right? In center, looking up at the ceiling and looking down at your toes. Up at the ceiling, keep that core engaged and keep breathing. One more time, looking up at the ceiling, looking down at your toes. And now bring that right hand, we're gonna do a twist. So bring the right hand to meet your left hand. And then your left hand moves back to your sacrum as you turn to the left. Turning and looking to the left while in triangle. Very nice. Stay here for a moment. One more breath. And now bring the left hand to meet the right hand. Bring that right hand back up, triangle, and rise up into warrior two. Take a breather here. Inhale and exhale. With your next inhale, step the right foot up to meet the left foot and come into Tadasana. Beautiful. Shake it out. Keep those blocks where they are nearby, but we're gonna kind of step to the two sides of the mat now, right? So hands in front of your heart. Inhale here. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, swan dive up. Hands in front of your heart. Now step that left foot out to the left of your mat. Right foot out to the right of the mat. Just adjust it to bring them as far as you find it comfortable. See if your toes are all facing forward rather than at an angle. All facing forward. And then bring your hands straight out to the side. 5-star pose. Or hands reaching away from each other. Crown of the head reaching up to the ceiling. Feet planted firmly. All 4 points of the feet planted firmly on the ground. Staying here, engage your core and bend forward halfway, keeping that neck aligned with your spine, gaze at the mat. And then go all the way down, hands down, hang your head, crown of the head leading towards the mat. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, inhale as you bring your arms outward, come back up to 5-point star. Now you can bring your feet, heels and toes a little bit closer and have your toes pointing 45 degrees outward from your heels. Bend your knees. We're going to do the goddess pose. Bend your knees and then bend your elbows and have your palms face forward. Right? Open your fingers, head in the center, goddess pose. So try to bring your tailbone towards the mat. Lift that core up, right? Hold those hands up, goddess pose. And we're gonna, the goddess, if you know of goddess Kali, she has her tongue out. So we're gonna stick our tongue out. Tongue is intimately related to the throat and communication. It's very important to have a healthy tongue. So this is what we're gonna do. Take a deep breath in. And really make your eyes wide too, right? Goddess pose. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale in. Sticking that tongue out. Stay there for a moment. Really feel that tongue stretching up. And now come back. Move your feet together into Tadasana. Good job, guys. Shake it out. All right, now we're gonna sit down and do some floor poses. So come to the floor. You're gonna need your blankets. So keep the blankets near you. Keep the blocks near you. You'll be using either blocks or blankets depending on what you feel is important for you, right? Okay, so we're just gonna do a little bit of stretching. So Paschimottanasana, hands in the air, leading with your chest, hands to toes, gaze on your knees. Breathing here. Inhale up, exhale. Let's do Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Straight spine. Hold either the ankles or your toes. Inhale and leading with your chest. Bend forward to wherever you can go today. Inhale and exhale. And inhale back to center. We're going to do a modified camel, or if you can do camel, and I'm going to do it sideways. If you can do camel on your own, that's fine. You can do it, but otherwise it's going to be modified. So you want to bring your blocks and put them on the outer edges of your ankles, right? Right? And you can keep your feet on your toes, or you can keep your feet down. Knees are hip width apart, and feet are hip width apart as well. So you don't want your feet in like that. You want them like that. So now first let's put our hands both sides of the sacrum. Inhale, elbows back, stretch open the front of your chest and do a bend backwards as you inhale, looking up at the ceiling. And then come back up to center. Now let's bring the hands as high up as they can go for you, right? Trying to get them onto your wings, if possible, wherever they can go. Bring your shoulders back, elbows back. Keep the tailbone veering down. Lift the pubic bone up, lifting out of your hips. Inhale, and as you exhale, do a back bend right there. Being very mindful of your neck, seeing how far you can go, and then come back up to center. Beautiful. And now for adapted camel, you want to put your hands, one hand at a time, on the block, right? If you can do camel, you can reach back to your heels. Welcome to do that. You can have your feet on your toes, and you're welcome to do that as well. But I'm going to show you with blocks, with my feet uncurled, right? So I'm going to put my hands on the blocks. I'm going to rise out of my hips, bringing that chest forward, squeezing the back wings, and then really doing a back bend right there, allowing your neck to drop as far as it'll go, right? As far as it'll go, allow your neck to drop back. Whatever is good for you, and whenever you're ready, be welcome to come out of that pose slowly. Beautiful, very nice, very good. Judge, I wasn't able to see. Were you able to touch your feet? Yeah. Here, the heel, perfect. All right, from camel, we are going to move back on your mat a little bit, hips to the heels. Let me show you first, please observe. I'm gonna go into Balasana. Normally in Balasana, you put your chin or your forehead down, right? So what I want you to do is move your hips, keeping your forehead on the floor. Move your hips forward until your head rolls and then roll back. This has to be a very gentle and very mindful movement, and make sure you don't feel dizzy when you do this. That's important. If you do, get out of it and drink water. But so you want a deep, kind of deep chin to chest and stretching of the back. So you're rolling from the forehead to the top of your head, back to the forehead, back to the top of your head. So that's what you're doing today, okay? So I'm gonna do it one more time to show you, and then I'll walk you through it. Forehead, keeping your forearms down, roll up to the center of your head, and roll back. All right, so everybody in child's pose, let me see how you're doing that. Keeping your head on the mat. As you move your hips forward, your elbows bend, allow the forehead to stay there, get onto your head, and then move back into Balasana. Now move forward, center of the head on the mat as you're breathing in and out, and relax back into child's pose. And let's do that one more time. Inhale as you move forward. Let's stay here for a moment for one breath, feeling the pressure on the middle of your head, and then come back into Balasana and relax. So you can bring your hands to your sides and relax in Balasana if you want to. But just relax for a moment. And then now, come back upright. If you're feeling dizzy or anything, make sure you drink some water. Now we're going to do Vajrasana, hero's pose. I'm going to show you sideways again, right? So either you can sit back on your feet, or you can put a block here, higher, the tallest way, and mindfully sit on that block, right? Vajrasana, front of your feet flat. And then we are going to do the lion's breath, which is kind of similar to what we did in Goddess. It's called the lion's breath in Vajrasana. So come into Vajrasana, everybody. Come into Vajrasana. If you can sit all the way down, well and good. Hands like lion's paws, stretched out on your lap, right? And then you're going to inhale here. Make sure your whole face becomes like a lion's growl, right? Really big eyes and everything. So inhale here. You have to kind of exhale it fast, okay? So you go. Like a lion. I want you all to be scary like a lion. All right, ready? Inhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Loud exhales. Very nice. And relax in Vajrasana. Beautiful. All right, coming out of Vajrasana, we're going to get down onto our back. So before you get on the back, I'm going to show you what things we're going to do. Okay, so hold on just for a moment. So we're going to do two things. One is adapted Sarvangasana. No, it's just usually on the mat. So one is we're going to do, which we did this once before, while we are in on our back and knees bent, feet flat on the floor. We're going to put one block under the sacrum, right? Keeping our hands firmly on the floor, shoulders firmly on the floor. You're going to raise one leg if you want, right? Either one, or you can raise both legs. And this is going to be our adapted Sarvangasana, right? Shoulder stand. You allow your shoulders to fall to the ground, and that's what we're going to do. So that's one thing, right? And then the other thing that we're going to do is the adapted fish pose, which we did the last time, but we had the block under our neck. So this time I would like to see if you guys can keep a blanket and allow the throat area to expand and extend a little bit. Again, you have to be careful that you don't feel dizzy or nausea while you do this, because that is possible for some people. So I'm going to put that block right where my scapular wings are. Right? Not too high, not too low, right where my wings are, and I'm going to allow my head to rest down. So you can have one blanket, you can roll it up. It just depends on how far your neck can go, right? So instead of last time we had kept 2 blocks, so your neck did not get a stretch, only your chest did. This time I want you to try and see if you can get a little bit of a stretch on your neck. So that way. So my throat is really opening up here as I allow my shoulders to, okay? And then you turn to the side to get up. So that those are the things that we're going to eventually do, okay? But I'll walk you through them again. So now lie down on your back, your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, and let's do a flowing bridge. Yes, let's say that way. So we're going to do a flowing bridge. So as you inhale, bring your arms up to your ears as you lift your hips up, inhaling, exhale, and lower, right? Yeah, inhale, lift, hips off the floor, exhale, and lower. Beautiful. One more time, keeping the knees facing the ceiling and not letting them fall apart. Inhale up, and exhale, lower. Right. And now let's do Upanasana, or bring your knees, so come to a standstill, rest for a moment. And now let's do Upanasana. And in Upanasana, you bring both your knees to your chest. So hug your knees to your chest. And then bring your forehead, lift the forehead up towards your knees. So you're lifting your head, neck, shoulders off towards your knees. Relax, bring the head back down. One more time, inhale, and as you exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders up. Try to touch those knees and relax. Beautiful. All right. Now, let's do the adapted shoulder stand. Now, if you are able to do shoulder stand, please do that. That's a really good asana for balancing the throat chakra. And if not, then let's do it adapted, right? So lying down on your back, knees bent, feet on the floor, lift the hips up, put the block under your sacrum. And when you're ready, lift either 1 or 2 legs up to the ceiling, keeping your hands all the way from the shoulders to the fingers flat on the mat. Really supporting yourself there. So you have to lift the. Well, that's right. That's right. Beautiful. Excellent. Beautiful. Keep that going as long as you can. Come out of it whenever you're ready. Breathing in and out, feeling the pressure coming on your throat area from that inversion. And now very mindfully come out of the shoulder stand or Sarvangasana. Very mindfully, 1 leg down at a time. Lift your hip up to remove the block. And relax for a moment. Straighten your legs. Just feel the mat with your whole body. Pause for a moment. Take a breath or 2. And now let's get ready for adapted Matsyasana or fish pose. So bring that block, sit up, place the block so it comes right under your shoulder wings. bring a block or a blanket, fold it up, and you may have to adjust this as you try it out. Let your shoulders just relax towards the mat. Is it under your? No, it's not. It needs to really move down for this one to move up. Please, let's. Okay, how about it? Yes, and it needs to go back. Right? Beautiful. So let your shoulders relax down to wherever they'll go. Let your throat area really stretch. Feel the stretch there. Very nice. If you like, you can straighten your knees and put your feet flat on the floor if that works for you. Beautiful. Take some deep breaths in and out. Deep breaths, feeling the breath going through your throat. In and out. Good. One more breath here. And after your next exhale, mindfully turn to one side. Coming off the block. Stay here for a moment. And then rise up and remove the block. So that was the last pose. Now we get ready for Shavasana. So go ahead and get ready for Shavasana. During the Shavasana, we'll do some visualization of the chakra. Okay? So Shavasana, lie down. Are you cold? Do you need a blanket? Do you need anything under your bed? As you feel the whole mat, with your whole body, relax. Give your body permission to let go and relax. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Does that look better? Yeah. Now you look here. Good. So allow your feet to move away from each other and fall outward. Palms facing up, arms a little away from the body. And take one more deep breath in and sigh out as you settle into your comfortable Shavasana position. Close your eyes. Notice your breath as it's going in and out. In and out. Bring your focus to your left foot. Relax the foot, the toes, the heel, and the ankle. Completely let them go. Relax your lower leg, knee, thigh, and hip. Releasing them deeply into the mat. Bring your attention to your right foot. Allow the foot, the toes, the heel, and the ankle to completely relax and let go. Relax the lower leg, the knee, the thigh, and the hip. Completely releasing them into the mat. The whole lower body completely. Relax the left hand, fingers, the thumb, the palm, and the wrist. Releasing them into the mat. Relax the lower arm, elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Just letting them release deeply into the mat. Relax the right hand, fingers, the thumb, palm, and the wrist. Completely letting go. Relax the lower arm, the elbow, upper arm, and shoulder. Releasing them deeply into the mat. Completely relaxed. Relax the lower back and the lower abdomen, middle back and middle abdomen, upper back and chest, releasing them, melting it into the mat. Relax the neck. Let the head melt into the mat. Relax the chin, the upper and lower jaws, left and right cheeks and cheekbones, completely letting them go. Relax the upper and lower lips, and let the teeth and the tongue flow and relax completely in the mouth. Relax the ears and the earlobes. Let the lines disappear from your forehead. Relax the left and right eyebrows. Relax the nose, the nostrils, and the bridge of the nose. Relax the upper and lower eyelids and eyelashes. And let the eyes sink deeply into their sockets. Deeply letting go. Relax the scalp and the hair from the roots all the way to the tips. Releasing completely. Give permission to your brain to just let go and relax. Taking this deep relaxation all the way down your spine, allowing each muscle to let go and relax, including the tailbone, just releasing into the ground. Give permission to all your organs to just let go and relax into that. Gently rest. Whole body wrapped up in a blanket of relaxation. Relax in this way. Bring your attention to your fifth chakra at the base of your throat. Visualize a bright blue area of energy emanating in all sides from that area. At this time, in deep, relaxed state, see if you can communicate something to yourself, something you've always meant to say, something you've always wanted to say, something that might have just come up into your awareness. In the same way, communicate something to another person that you've always wanted to communicate. Anything that comes up in a deep state of awareness. And one more time, reaching into a deep state. If you can communicate something to the general world, to the general universe that you always wanted to say. Feel the energy of your chakra emanating from the throat. Now begin to take some deep breaths. Just to wake yourself up, awaken your body. Let each breath reach all the way to the toes and the fingers, and all the way to your head. Breathe deeply. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Rotate your wrists and ankles. Mindfully move your neck from side to side. Bend your elbows, make stretching movements, whatever you want to bring yourself into awakeness, into the present. Whenever you're ready, bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor, and turn to one side, supporting your head with your hands like a pillow if you need to. And just stay here briefly for a moment. See how your body's feeling today, how you're feeling today. And when you're ready, come up gently, mindfully into your comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed or focused inward the best you can as you come into your seated position. Awesome. And let your hands rest gently on your lap, keeping your eyes closed. I'll chant the seed mantra of the fifth chakra, which is hum. If you would like to, feel free to chant with me. Hum. 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 Bring your hands in front of your heart and Anjali Mudra. and bow your head. Thank your body, your mind, and spirit, and thank the environment for enabling you and supporting you in your yoga practice today. And move forth into your week with humility, grace, and peace. Namaste.